Hey everybody, welcome to Brick Vault. Today is another LEGO weekly news update. It's actually a 2-week news update. We have been in the studio building like crazy recently. Some awesome models coming up on the way. And actually, the custom building instructions that have popped up in the web store this week come from the designer Kind of Brick. And this is the minifig scale super tank from the Separatist Army. It is a solid, very clean custom build with rotating cannons, armor that folds back, and a surprisingly spacious interior for droids. If you haven't seen the video, I've linked that in the description below. If you want to get the instructions, brickvault.toys is the place to go. And this will be a fairly quick recap of the last 2 weeks in terms of the top stories of LEGO news. The Sonic the Hedgehog Ideas set was both revealed and it is now available. The interesting development here is that they actually changed the Sonic game that this set was based on. So you're looking at a more classic Sonic the Hedgehog game from like back in the day, as opposed to the more recent Sonic game that the Ideas set was themed after. Overall, this set will sell better because the theme here is a little bit more popular for the general audiences, but it does draw the bigger question: just how much can the Ideas team change an officially voted in set once they choose to accept it? Technically, this isn't the model or specific theme that actually got voted in. Anyways, just an interesting thought. We have seen some dramatic changes for Ideas sets in the past when they get officially released, but nothing quite this drastic in terms of a thematic change. Anyways, thoughts and comments are always welcome. And then in terms of other semi-popular reveals, we've got some new Brickheadz designs. There is the Looney Tunes, Roadrunner, and Wile E. Coyote. And then for the Stranger Things theme, we've got 11 and the Demogorgon from season 1. Also Woody and Bo Peep. I'm not sure if they were revealed a couple weeks ago, or maybe it did happen this time around. Anyways, they're going to be available all starting February 1st. And let's get into some more interesting, juicy stories that happened within the wider world of LEGO. The company has announced that they are canceling store calendars. This is an interesting development. We have been seeing that a lot of the calendars have been very sparse recently, like not very many details. And it seems that LEGO is going to still be having all the same gift with purchase promotions, but instead promoting them on other media accounts. So you'll still be able to get the same kind of information, just not from the monthly store calendars anymore. I think ultimately it's a waste of resources in terms of actually promoting their stuff, and so they're just focusing on different ways to get that information out to the public. Also, LEGO announced that they are expanding their factory in China to meet the growing demand of bricks. Full articles and links to everything I'm talking about, by the way, are in the description below if you want to learn more. And let's get back to some very quick reveals before jumping into LEGO Ideas. This is a seasonal Easter rabbit display. It's going to be available in February. The LEGO creator Vespa may have accidentally been revealed recently. You can see it in this promotional picture right here. Here's a Valentine's seasonal set coming out. The 2 Lovebirds, once again available in February. And now let's jump into Ideas. 6 new sets got 10,000 votes of support in the last 2 weeks. The first one here is titled It's a Wonderful Life from the classic movie. It's actually the 75th anniversary of this film. Would have been kind of funny if it was built in black and white, but obviously not make a lot of contextual sense. Twertos is the designer, and there definitely are some excellent details included for this main house. Next up is a big build from the designer Chris Kelvin. This is titled The Garden and Greenhouse. I can remember, I think, showing this off at a top 10 mock video at some point in the past. It is an excellently detailed, large diorama with all kinds of fun builds for different plants and vegetables speckled throughout the whole area. Certainly a cool model. I feel like if it was accepted from the LEGO Ideas team, it might get scaled down a little bit. It is kind of a massive area, but certainly something that I think people could get excited about. Next up is from the builder Valcon, and this is the 3 Investigators, the Headquarters. This is based on a book series. According to the description, it is still ongoing in Germany. And what essentially we're looking at is an incredibly detailed little area of a trailer, lots of junk, overgrown plants, and a solid interior. Now moving on, we are looking at the NASA SR-71 Blackbird. If this is the first time it's been submitted to Ideas, I'd be very surprised, but this is an excellent model, and technically it's a NASA plane and not a military plane, so I think this would still pass like inspection. Brickerbeard did an awesome job making it very smooth and elegant looking, and normally I don't like to show preference in an ideas set, but this is a model that I would get in a heartbeat. Next up is Gremlins from the designer Bulldozer. We did get the minifigures from Dimensions. It's possible LEGO still has the license. This is a fun little set, and I like that it is specifically Christmas themed. I do believe there was that quick little scene of some of the Gremlins actually singing carols, so that's what you have in the front here. There's some great details here, and this last model is a very detailed building, the Sheriff's Office, Wild West. The designer is Lucky, and this feels like the same style and build as the old fishing store in terms of just aesthetics. I say it's probably got a pretty decent chance of getting through that review stage, and I'd be curious to know what people would prefer more first as a revival theme, Wild West or Castle. Anyways, that's it for the top news stories of the week. I'm actually going to be out of the office next week, so there might be a missing top 10 video, but we're coming in strong with some amazing builds on deck and some really cool things planned for 2022. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this little vid. If you enjoy our content, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, share, and we'll see you next time at Brick Vault.